Chelsea vs Southampton live, stream, TV channel, score. Team news as EFL Carabao Cup tie underway, latest updates. Chelsea will be looking to progress to the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup when they take on Southampton tonight at Stamford Bridge. The Blues have already beaten the Saints this season 3-1 in the Premier League and will fancy their chances this evening. Free bets, get over £2,000 in new customer deals. Follow all the action with our live blog below. Chelsea 0-0 Southampton 8. Gineppo does well to keep the ball in play with everyone else anticipating a Chelsea goal kick. However, the Southampton man fails to take advantage of the hesitancy in the home defense and squares his cross straight to James, who clears. Chelsea 0-0 Southampton 6. Great save. Saul leaps highest to meet Barkley's corner from the right and powers his header towards the top corner. It looks destined for the net until Forster flies across his line and pushes over. Chelsea 0-0 Southampton 5. Now Hudson-Odoi shows off his talent on the flank. He drifts beyond Walker-Peters and delivers a peach of a cross into the 6-yard box that requires a smart header behind from Lyanco. Corner to Chelsea. Chelsea 0-0 Southampton 3. To many Chelsean fans' frustration, Hudson-Odoi is back in the right wing-back position this evening, but is pushing to get forward at every opportunity. He registers his side's first attempt of the game with a scuffed shot straight at Forster. Chelsea 0-0 Southampton 2. A driving run from Kovacic brings Chelsea forward for the first time. The Croatian finds Alonso on the left, who is brought down by Stuart Armstrong when cutting back inside. Captain on captain. Chelsea 0-0 Southampton 1. The Southampton players form a huddle, then take the knee, and eventually get this fourth-round tie going at Stamford Bridge. The players may be much changed, but the colours are traditional. Chelsea are in blue, the visitors wear red and white stripes. Here we go. Here come the teams. For the second time this month, players of Chelsea and Southampton emerge from the Stamford Bridge tunnel alongside each other. However, it's a very different collection of personnel with the club's two German managers ringing the changes. Marcos Alonso and Stuart Armstrong are wearing their respective teams' captain's armband and will be eager to make an impression tonight for very different reasons. Warm reception. The Chelsea players have just received a huge ovation from their fans as they completed their warm-ups in front of the West Stand. That should act as a confident boost for the Blues' young defense. Their back three this evening is made up of Reece James, 21, Trevoh Chalobah, 22, and Malang Sarr, 22. The home bench this evening also includes 18-year-olds Teddy Sharman-Lowe and Harvey Vale. Free-scoring Saints. Southampton have scored 10 goals in their 2 League Cup games this season, having racked up 8 at Newport in the second round before a 2-2 draw at Sheffield United last month. Ralph Hasenhüttl's men have only managed 8 goals in 9 Premier League matches this season, and their 10 in the Carabao Cup is as many as they had managed in their previous 9 matches in the competition. Fourth-round Blues. Chelsea have fallen at this stage of the League Cup in 4 of the last 6 seasons, including in each of the last 2. The Blues were defeated on penalties at Tottenham 13 months ago, having lost at home Man United the campaign before. Southampton substitutes 41 Lewis, 6 Ramu, 7 Long, 11 Redmond, 15 Perrault, 20 Smallbone, 21 Livramento, 32 Walcott, 35 Bednarek. Southampton Zayat's wholesale changes for Southampton. Ralph Hasenhüttl sticks with just 2 of the side that started the weekend draw at Burnley, centre-back Mohamed Salisu and midfielder Ibrahima Diallo. 44 Forster, 43 Valery, 4 Lyanco, 22 Salisu, 2 Walker-Peters, 23 Tella, 17 S. Armstrong, 27 Diallo, 19 Gineppo, 10 Adams, 9 Armstrong. Chelsea substitutes 13 Bettinelli, 60 Sharman-Lowe, 2 Rudiger, 5 Jorginho, 6 Thiago Silva, 19 Mount, 21 Chilwell, 68 Vale. Chelsea's Thomas Tuchel makes 6 changes to the side that started Saturday's thumping of Norwich at Stamford Bridge. Reece James, Trevoh Chalobah, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mateo Kovacic and Kai Havertz keep their places, although some find themselves in different positions. James will play in Chelsea's central back three, while Hudson-Odoi drops back into the right wing-back role. Havertz is set to continue up front, but will be joined in attack by Hakim Ziyech. Marcos Alonso replaces Ben Chilwell on the left and captains the side. 1 Kepa, 24 James, 14 Chalobah, 31 Sarr, 20 Hudson-Odoi, 18 Barkley, 8 Kovacic, 17 Saul, 3 Alonso, 29 Havertz, 22 Ziyech. The team sheets are in. Match odds. The Premier League leaders are odds-on favourites to get the job done in 90 minutes this evening, but, with several changes expected, could the value lie with Southampton or the draw? Odds from Betfair correct at the time of posting. Hello again, it's just 24 days since these two clubs took to the field at Stamford Bridge to face each other. Chelsea were 3-1 victors that afternoon, but only after two late goals saw off the challenge of 10-man Southampton. Trevoh Chalobah had forced the Blues ahead early on, only for James Ward-Prowse to equalize from the penalty spot just after the hour mark. However, the Saints captain went from hero to zero soon after when he was sent off following a late challenge on Jorginho. With a man advantage, strikes in the final 6 minutes from Timo Werner and Ben Chilwell ensured it was the Londoners who took all 3 points. Chelsea have once before won 2 home games against the same club in a single calendar month, doing so against Liverpool in January 1997. They could make it 2 tonight. Good evening, welcome to Stamford Bridge for our live coverage of the Carabao Cup 4th round tie between Chelsea and Southampton. The League Cup may be low on Thomas Tuchel's list of priorities, but the German coach will be all too aware that his side are just 3 wins from Wembley. It sounds a straightforward run when you consider that the European champions have won their last 4 in all competitions, a run that started with a home victory in the Premier League against tonight's opponents. Timo Werner was on the scoresheet that afternoon, but the striker again misses out for the Blues with injury, as does Romelu Lukaku and Christian Pulisic. James Ward-Prowse will be unavailable for the visitors. The Saints skipper was red-carded in that previous meeting and so sits out the 3rd and final game of his ban. Albanian hotshot Armando Broja will be unable to add his recent scoring streak against his parent club, but Tino Livramento has another opportunity to impress versus his former employers.